Okay, wanted to go through the housing market and what I see is happening right now, and identify what the problems are to continued growth or to even recovery within the housing market. This is Simplexity blog once again. The housing market is going to continue to suck. That's really, I think, the bottom line, even though some places are going to not suck as bad. Most places are going to suck, some not so bad. It's very simple in my mind. You have a supply and demand story, and you have a complexity story. What I mean by that is, supply and demand help determine pricing, and there's got to be a market. We have abundant supply, or there can be as much supply out there. There's just no demand. It's a demand story. Everybody knows about that. In these things together, there are multiple relationships from the demand side of things and the supply side of things, and a complexity story that I think exists. And what I mean by complexity, that is the terminology for complex systems working together, let's say. And an economy is a complex system that works together. Well, the housing market is a complex system that works together with variables or factors from multiple different parts of the world, or multiple different parts of the equation. And relationships, sentiment, and money. Money is always a part of the process, pretty much in regards to anything, but certainly in relationship to the housing story. These are the factors, these are the reasons that there is going to be a long-term problem still. Unemployment, of course, is too high, and as long as unemployment's too high, people cannot just move because they can't sell their house to take a job in New York City because they're living in Indianapolis and they can't sell their house, or they're going to have to short sell their house or something like that. The economy, of course, is not producing the jobs that are necessary. Short sale regulations also indicate 3 years. So that means, think about this, that means anybody that has short sold a house in 2008, 9, let's say 9, 10, 2011, they are out of the housing picture. They literally can't, or precluded from buying a house or property for 3 years. So unless they come around the rules somehow, but generally speaking, that's going to take people out of the market for housing that would normally be in there. Then we have, of course, we just had an extraordinary number of transactions that happened from 2005 to 2007. Just people buying houses, right? Well, those people, a lot of them got houses that, as long as they can afford them, they don't want to get rid of them. They are happy with where they're living. And again, that was an extraordinary number of people. Therefore, you just don't have a pent-up demand that's there as well. All these factors are going to continue to add to to pressures on housing prices, and to a lack of demand that is going to be able to substantially push housing prices, or even transaction numbers. Transaction numbers right now are abysmal, and this is the end of summer when they should be fantastic. So we're really going to see housing prices probably be lower in the future, and I don't see any sign of real recovery for 2 years, I would say. Thanks for tuning in to Simplexity blog.